Today is another new moving day. So this is the final location, the final chapter that I'm moving to in Oz. Obviously we extended the trip, got a couple more weeks here, so I'm going to show you around the new pad. This is the last place that I'm moving to. Exciting. I'm currently in Burley, like literally on, I don't know if you call it a strip or the main part of Burley. I can access everything really easy, so it'll be exciting being here. And then I've got something else to tell you as well. Quick tour. We've got the kitchen, which is nice. It'll do, it'll do. Then we've got sofas, these things you sit on, usually eat on there. We've got a seating area. I've actually just moved the table from there to there, and you're gonna see in a minute why. Lots of plants, just because. Nice shower, place to take a shit is around there. And we've got bedroom number one. This is like the bigger bedroom. I pulled the curtains over because it's really hot and there's no AC in here, which is gonna be a nightmare. My luggage is all just there. I haven't unpacked yet because I've literally just walked through the door. And this is the exciting part. We've got bedroom number two, and in this one, someone is gonna be coming to stay here in 1 week's time. 1 week's time, someone is gonna be occupying that bed and staying with me for a couple of weeks. Who that person is, I'm not gonna tell you yet. I'm not gonna tell you. You can guess below. You might already know if they are already here by then, but someone's staying with me a couple of weeks. We're gonna hang out, do some training. It'll be the next part of the chapter, I guess, which isn't alone. It's gonna be with someone else for a change, which is gonna be different. Obviously, I've met a lot of cool people out here, spent time with people, been training with people, but I'm actually gonna be living with someone else again, which I haven't done for the last 2 months. So it'll be interesting. But we've also got some guys who are gonna be coming in to drop something off who are really good. I'll put the link to the page below and I'll tell you when they get here what they're doing. Really, really nice of them. But I'm gonna quickly have a drink and a quick snack. Wait for them to get here. I'll explain more when they get here, and then I've got session number 2 of the day. So this is so cool. So these are the guys, Go Cardio Rentals from Australia. So basically you can rent any eggs off them. I think it's, depending on the egg, about $30 each a week, which is maybe like £15, which if you just need kit and eggs and stuff, like it's such a good alternative to buying it. So they just dropped us off 2 bikes because like I said, I've got someone coming to stay with me next week. Again, if you haven't seen who it is yet and you haven't seen them, drop who you think it is in the comments. But this is gonna be so handy for my training just because, like I said a few times, with being a heavier runner, and I say this to quite a few people that are coaching clients, a bike egg is perfect just because we can still do the work, we can still put mileage in, especially for Hyrox because we're looking to do fatigue running. Sometimes instead of doing an hour run, which is what I'm going to do this evening, I'm going to do 30-minute bike, really fatigue the quads, and then go out and do a 30-minute run where I minimise the amount of impact and fatigue through the joints and the knees and stuff, but still get some good work in, try and work at similar cadence or heart rate, and then go out and do a 30-minute run. So ideal. Go Cardio Rentals. I'll leave the link in the description if any Aussies are looking to rent any kit or any eggs and stuff. They just come and drop it off to your doorstep. We'll get some work in. What is going on? This week we've definitely got one of our hardest weeks so far of training. So I've now officially decided to do Hyrox Brisbane. So at Hyrox Brisbane, I'm going to be doing the mixed doubles, the first mixed doubles I've ever done, and doing it with a good friend out here. I think the plan is going to be for me to do quite a big percentage of the work, but we'll figure that out later. And then I'm going to be doing the relay later on the evening, the all men's relay, which will be really cool. Again, I'll talk more about who I'm doing that with very soon. 3 weeks out, so we're really going to dial training. So Graham Halliday's still doing my programming, and this week we've just got double train days every single day. I think there's the first week I've had double train days every single day. However, some of them are shorter. I think it's because I asked for it as well, like with being a bit behind on where I think my fitness levels are pre-Manchester, and just with having loads of time being in Australia. So they're pretty much all double, either Hyrox days or VO2 max days or interval days. It's one session on Saturday actually, so it's pretty much just through the week. I'll pop some of the sessions up as I'm doing them. I'll probably just take you through this week of training because it's really intense. Looking at what kind of double days entail, double threshold days, the purpose of those, and how my fitness levels are looking and shaping up for then. But exciting week in the new apartment, really looking forward to it. And yeah, Aussie chapter 4. So we just picked up the new wheels, the shaggin' wagon. I've just been at the airport for, well, I was waiting for someone to come pick me up from the car rental company to come take me to get the car, and I was waiting for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And I think I've alluded to this in a previous video, just about my impatience. now and since I've been here and my change of mind. And I used to be the most impatient person ever. All I would have been thinking about is time lost of things I could have been doing. But I just put a story up about this. I wanted to read it because I think it goes to show like where my head's at, and also how you can also think about the possibilities when you are frustrated. Instead of thinking about what you've lost, thinking about what you've missed is really good. So you could have missed a car accident, you could have missed a conversation that you got to have, you could have missed out on a freak injury, you could have missed out on that moment to yourself. Who knows? You may have been shielded from something. It's a pretty easy way to view opportunity instead of problems. And this comes from a reading that I had and I sent out to my email list last week, and it's about the Chinese farmer story. I don't know if anyone's seen it. I'm going to read this again because I think it's really powerful. And if you're struggling with patience or anger or things that are going wrong in your life right now, think about this and think about the opportunity instead of the problems. Once upon a time, there was a Chinese farmer whose horse ran away. That evening, all of his neighbours came around to commiserate. They said, "We're so sorry to hear your horse has run away. This is most unfortunate." The farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the horse came back bringing 7 wild horses with it, and in the evening, everybody came back around and said, "Oh, isn't that lucky? What a great turn of events. You now have 8 horses." The farmer said again, "Maybe." The following day, his son tried to break one of the horses, and while riding it, he was thrown and broke his leg. The neighbours then said, "Oh dear, that's too bad." And the farmer responded, "Maybe." The next day, the conscription officers came around to conscript people into the army, and they rejected his son because he had a broken leg. Again, all the neighbours came around and said, "Isn't that great?" Again, the farmer said, "Maybe." I think it's just a good way to view things, as you never know what sliding doors are being opened when something like that has happened. When a problem's happened, you don't know what it's going to open up next. So try and think about that. Mate, look at it. Sorry, I'm just pull up to Will's. Will was actually the one who put me onto the farmer story.
I couldn't see you because the sun was in my eyes. So this little turd bag in the car.
What are you saying about the motor?
I'm surprised your shoulders fit in here, bro.
You pimped my ride. So this is the motor. I think it's an MG3. Never seen one of these in my life. It reminds me of the first car I ever drove, which was my mum's Mitsubishi Colt. So, get a load of that. The M3 has officially been replaced by this monster. So me and Will are doing some strength this evening. It's my second session today. So we've got a bit of an EMON we do. First minute is 5 bench press. Second minute is 12 to 14 reps on the pull-ups. And like Will was just doing here, third minute is 5 reps of heavy overhead press. Fourth minute is 1 minute rest. And we do 5 rounds of this. This is probably the only strength session that I've got this week, so I'm gonna try and take it all in. So that's the weight session done. We did another 3 rounds of the same thing, but you basically take all the reps to 20 reps instead of the 5 reps, so more of a muscular endurance round. Whole workout only took about 30 minutes. And now we've got 3 times 8 minutes running. I think it's like a 350 to a 4 minute pace with only 50 to 40 seconds rest. So we're gonna go and pump that out. So let's have another run interval, but I failed this session. Couldn't hold on for the last one, so we just done 2 at 8 minutes. I'll pop the session on here. Some sessions you're going to fail, and sometimes it's good if you fail because you know you're pushing yourself out of the current comfort zones. And this week is a difficult week, and I'm sure there's probably going to be multiple occasions where I fail. But I'm going to carry on putting in the work, because something valuable that I've learned today is that although you think you're putting in the work and you have an impact on the work that you do, it's the work that is working on you. It's the work that's making you turn into something that you haven't been before, and that's why you want to keep putting it in even when it gets hard. So tonight was a fail, but it means that we just work hard next time. You know it's a big day when the Saucony Pros come out. It means we've got some work to do. Also got the new Gymshark, I think it's from the Legacy collection, black and red tee. So we're repping that today as well. Hopefully it brings some good fortune. The reason for that is we've got a VO2 Max Hyrox session today, and these always make me nervous. They always make my stomach churn a little bit. And that's even before we got to the gym. This morning we had just an 8k easy run. I put on a run club here in Oz. I got up at about 20 past 4 this morning. We met up about 4:30 just before the sun came up. I had a beautiful run, but then I could tell that I need to go back to bed because I did some work and I was shattered, so I've just been for a 45-minute nap, and I'm one of those people who never naps, so I clearly needed it just before we went and go hit this session in the gym. The session is only 3 rounds. Each round should probably be around 14 minutes depending on pace, but I've got a ski at race pace, I've got a row at race pace, there's 2 runs in each round which have got to be done at a 3:30 pace, so there's some good pace in there. I'm looking forward to the test. I probably won't film too much of this session just because I'm going to be dying a slow death, so I'll catch up with you after it's done. That's a fucking joke. That's a fucking joke, huh? You get him 1 round, 1 fucking round. We just finished the VO2 session. And then Ollie said, do you want to do this wall ball session, which is basically, what was it? 20 wall balls,
15-second overhead hold.
Yeah.
20 wall balls, 15-second overhead hold, 45-second rest.
Yeah, I did 6 rounds altogether. Ollie did 2. No, I did 1 round. Ollie nailed all the rounds in because he's a wall ball warrior. I was absolutely fucked. Now we're on our way to some smoothie place. What are we getting?
Peanut butter acai smoothie with protein powder. It's a game changer.
Sounds delightful.
I'm going to treat Benji.
Oh. What's going on? Which? That's good, isn't it?
Easy. You can also get it at Kona Cafe upstairs, but it's going to cost you more. Epcot's World Showcase is full of so many desserts, probably too many.
Yo. Feel like I've barely been asleep and I'm back up and ready to train again. This week's just a hard training week, I feel like. I think I've probably got about 3 or 4 hours training today. And I got some pre-fatigue stuff. Now we're going to do a bit of bike, a bit of burpees, sit-ups for 5 rounds. Probably take about 20 minutes. Then I'm off on a 16k run. So I might see you on the run, you might not. A tough old run this morning. We ended up doing the full 16k, but I was just absolutely baking, which is why I grabbed a quick Gatorade just to top the electrolytes up. We ended up doing it in an average pace of 4:47, which is okay after pre-fatigue stuff that we just did before the run. The total run 16k took 1 hour 16. Just had some food. Just got to Will and Meg's gonna grab a massage at midweek, so it kind of just flush the legs out, get the body feeling good again, get rid of any kinks. Everything's feeling pretty good, touch wood at the moment, but it's always good to keep on top of stuff doing prehab rather than rehab. Finished our last round, the second workout of the day, so that was pre-fatigue again. We had pre-fatigue this morning. We had 5 rounds of 2k bike, 200 meter ski, keeping strokes per minute under 30. It's nice big powerful strokes. Straight in for 5 chin-ups, 10 burpees to plate. Now we're going to go into 5 times 400 meters with 60 seconds rest, about a 3:10 pace. See if we can hold on to that. Feel good after having the massage, quads feel relieved, body feels good, considering I'm probably getting about 3.5 hours of exercising today. But then after we've done the 5x400, we've got 8k to do. So we got up nice and early, it's 5 AM, which means the Everton-Liverpool final derby at Goodison Park is on right now. I'm gonna watch it on my phone, find the live stream, have a coffee, do some emails and stuff, and then We're gonna go to the gym. We've got a double day again today, obviously. I've got some Hyrox work this morning. I'm gonna go meet, is he an Aussie? I'm gonna meet a Canadian at the gym. We're gonna put him through the workout as well, and then I've got a long bike later on, which isn't too bad, so I'll jump on there again. But another double day. It's a big day of fuel. We actually expended about 5,400 calories yesterday. That's the thing that I'm struggling with at the moment, to get the food in. So I'm just eating some shit just to kind of get it in. So we just finished the first round. We just done 2 minute ski, and then we did 150 pace, and then we did that echo bike. We did 2 minutes, 36 calories, and then we did 8 burpees to plate, and then we did 12 box jumps, box jump overs, and then we did 3 minutes on the bike to replace the run, and we kept it 270 watts for 3 minutes, then 2 minute rest, repeat 4 times. Alright guys, so I'm just in the middle of bike. We finished that session before at the gym. Since, I've just had the taste of metallic-y and smell and taste in my mouth. I've had it before where I've just pushed myself quite hard. I think it's like the blood capillaries pop or something. I think in your lungs or somewhere. Probably making it up. I'm making it up. I feel sorry for me though. But I'm gonna just plonk you here, don't move. And you're gonna watch me do bike, which is fucking so boring. But some people actually when I ride a bike say that I look like a jockey. Probably because of my build and because of my elegance and the way that I ride, but you guys can decide. I'm going to quickly get something to eat. I've actually been really lazy and not stocked up much food at the moment, and that's poor for me because it means my recovery is shit. Like you can see the fridge, there's like not a lot in there, but I bought one of these like My Muscle Chef meals. Again, being lazy, but we're gonna bang that in the microwave. I like doing this game sometimes. I find how long it takes in the microwave. That's gonna have to be quick, it's only takes 3 minutes. 3 minutes in the microwave, and then I jump in the shower, so I don't spend age in the shower. That goes in the mic. I've got to be in and out of the shower by the time that's done, and we have tea. That's the way the game works. Guys, we made it 5 minutes later. We've got a cheap meal with some broccoli, some tomatoes, salt, mayo with everything. I'm just about to watch some of the highlights from the Everton game. Everton scored in the last minute to make it 2-2 in the last derby ever at Goodison Park. So that was a treat. And I'm gonna do this in then in 15 minutes. I've got some client check-ins to do, just because people on my clients in the UK are getting up at the moment doing check-ins. So I'm gonna do an hour or so before I go to sleep. I'm gonna hit the sack because I'm so tired today. I think that like the 3.5 hour training day really took out me yesterday. We've got a long 2 hour session in the morning. What is going on, guys? I think we're on day 5, maybe? Day 5 of the full training week. I'm just wetting my heart rate monitor. This is the Polar H10. I always use this over just the one on my wrist. It's a lot more accurate because obviously it runs on your heart, and also I find sometimes the watch when it gets sweaty can move a little bit so you don't get a true heart rate. So I picked this up on Amazon for anyone who wants to grab one. Other things, I've had a couple of questions. And when I say I've had a couple of questions, no one's asked me. That's all I'll tell you. Running wise, I'll wear this. I'll use my protein belt to keep my phone and my keys in. It's quite a good one. Quite a thick one. You can get keys and phone in there. Got that on my protein website. Use code MyCoachBenji. Also just running in these Oakleys at the moment. I didn't buy these Oakleys with these lenses on. Actually, you can change the lenses in and out of these Oakleys glasses. I think you can with most of them. So I just bought some gold frames to go in there because it looks sick and make me like 5% faster. And I also just wear this Nike headband, more so just because I'm sweating a lot. And also it helps me. I don't know if anyone wears AirPods to running or training, but they don't always stay in optimally. So I'll put this on just to kind of like secure them in. Works quite well. But this morning we have got another bike session. It's quite a hard bike session. Basically got an hour riding at 250 to 260 watts. And then I've got an 8K run with some strides in. And then I've got intervals on the ski at race pace for like 3.5k. So a long session this morning, but we only got one. So we're gonna start on and crack on with that. I probably won't take you to the gym. I might do. But we're gonna get this long slog out the way this morning, and I've got some more client work to do. Right guys, we have finished the bike. I just want to go into the running block. I don't know what it is, I'm still getting that smell in my mouth. I don't know if anyone has ever had it before, like where I don't feel like too fatigued today, I actually feel really good. So I'm not too sure what it is, whether it's a knock-on effect from yesterday, but I've got this weird, like, is it like ammonia smell? That chemically taste, smell in the mouth. That was a pretty hard session. We did like 50-minute block basically for 250 to 260 watts, which is a good old block. And then we've got 8k with strides in from 4k through. Then I'll run straight to the gym and I'll do the ski ergs, which is 1,000 meters just under race pace, rest 50 seconds, 300 meters at 140 pace, rest 80 seconds times 3. So that's going to be the rest of the session. Then we'll come home and eat. But tough session this morning. It's going to be a long one, probably like touching on 2 hours, and then I'll probably run home from the gym, which is only around the corner, so it's not too bad. But yeah, if anyone knows what the ammonia thing is, give me a shout and let me know. We're just going to lace it with the running goods. Like I said, it's getting quite hot outside now. I feel like I am more heat adapted, but I'm still being careful with the sun after the other videos with sunstroke. Just finished the session from before. Probably one of the toughest, longest sessions I've had. Not super high intensity, but still intense. I'm just going to make some fluids now, just to get my electrolytes back in. I ran out of the Hyrox electrolytes, so I just had to buy some of these like gash fucking medication ones to stopping you from shitting yourself. So I'm just going to take 1 or 2 of these for now until my protein order comes. So I'm going to get the water and electrolytes in first. This plus the Vitsy thing, and then I'm just gonna make some porridge. This is the thing with like getting food in. It's now 12 o'clock, so midday. I've nearly expended 3,000 calories already just from that morning session, so I'm gonna try and get a good amount of food and drink in, and then I'm gonna do some work, do some more client check-ins, catch up with some of the guys from back home from their check-ins, and then I'll probably do a walk midday, do a read. I've been napping a little bit, then I might go and catch a couple of UVs, grab some food out, and see what's cracking with the boys. Valentine's today, so make sure, ladies, gentlemen, if you're having a solo Valentine's, that you just do something to look after yourself a little bit. I'll probably do a little... I've just made what's got to be the worst looking eggs avo on toast ever. I'm blaming the frying pan, but there's nothing yet which I've made which looks anything which resembles that Australian aesthetics that you see on your feed. It just looks like someone spewed up eggs and avo on toast, but it all goes in the same way. It all comes out the same end.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you for this day. Thank you for this food. Bless the hands who made it. Allow it to nourish our bodies and our minds so we can do your work, Lord. We just want to thank you for bringing everyone here today. It was such an amazing morning. We just feel so blessed. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
So good, Marty.
I'm pumped you guys came.
Yeah. What's the goal for Brisbane Week 2?
57.
In the prelims?
Yeah, just get to the end.
And then you're going to do mix as well?
Yeah.
Technically, we finished the last session for the week. I went slightly off plan with the session that we did this morning with all the guys, but it's good to rip it up with everyone and be around people who are also getting after it. So we ended up doing about an hour workout, and then we did some doubles work at the end. I did some work with Loz, who I'm doing mixed doubles with in a couple of weeks, but also we are back in the household with a young gentleman as well who's doing 31 marathons, 31 days, Nicholas. And he's just planning out his next challenge. We can't say what it is yet, but it's big and it will. It's freaking big. It's going big. It's go big or go home. But I'm moaning this week about training volume. This dude's done 31 marathons in 31 days. That's me saying, suck it up, bitch. Guys, that is the week of training done. It is now Monday. the week after, and I just got my programming through from Graham. It has stepped up again. So volume and intensity, big last week before Hyrox Brisbane. It's something that I wasn't planning on doing in the diary, is this Hyrox, so I've had to scale train a lot to try and build fitness up, because I don't feel as fit as I was for Manchester, and I really want to try and get to a comfortable place. So I feel a bit fried today. That's also because I was an idiot and didn't take a rest day on Sunday and went for an 11k trail with the guys. It's because some other friends came in from town of Will and Megs, and I didn't want to miss out. I had a bit of FOMO. So you then suffer the consequences of that though, when then comes to Monday and I had another double day today. But as always, I want to leave you with a quote that I just put in my Do the Invisible group. If you want to join this, you can do on Instagram. It's just a group that I post in every single day with motivational stuff or help or inspiration or something in there. And this was the big one for me because it kind of hits home for versions of myself in the past and also versions of myself in the future as well. So, what a shame it would be to be living inside a dream you once had and not even notice it because you're now too busy dreaming about something else. And it's very easy to be living in a scenario and a place, an environment, a relationship, a job that you once said would make you happy. And now you're here and you're still not happy. That's what happens when we continue to kick the goalposts further out, or we continue to kick the can down the road. I think the only thing that really helps with this is having gratitude sometimes and reflecting on the past, because it's very easy to continue to look into the future or have a head up in the ladder chasing what's next. And I think that's one of the things I've been able to do in Oz, is kind of really reflect on life and how grateful I am. So hope this helps you as well. If you enjoyed this week of workouts, drop the video a like, and if you're not, subscribe, because it massively helps me. As I said, next video we're going to have a very special guest here. That person is actually flying as I speak, so it's gonna be 2 or 3 weeks, so make sure to tune into that.